You're welcome back to the weekend show. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. I hope we've been able to light up your day just a little. Well, this is the part where we garnish it. We give you everything. David is here. Amaka is here. She's all red. I don't know why. And then we have another beautiful girl, Halima, right?
Karina.
Oh, Karina.
Yeah.
That's English.
No, Greek.
Greek. Oh my God. So we have a Greek girl here with us. You're Greek or you just adopted the name?
I just adopted the name.
What does it mean, please?
It means purity.
Okay.
What was the initial name your parents gave to you?
That's the name.
Purity or Karina?
Karina.
You know, this thing just reminded me of what happened somewhere. I was emceeing a program and I saw a lady's name. I looked at this name, first time, second time. I said, is this name English? This must be a Niger Delta name.
Why Niger Delta?
What did you call it?
I then called it Bebiete. Later to discover that the girl's name is Bebiet.
Baby.
And we saw it just yesterday. She was like, you just bothered my name.
Yeah, you know, the first time as a kid I saw Irene, I called it Irene.
Irene.
All right, please. It's a very pretty name.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just hope I don't murder it. So
I'll
anytime
borrow
I
the name
forget
from my
it,
first daughter.
anytime I forget
You can
it,
always remember Karin.
Okay.
Karen.
Karina.
Oh,
Is
okay.
it the same thing as Karen?
Yeah, it's the same meaning.
As Karen?
Yeah, it's purity.
Oh, okay. So this is the social media trend. Karen, what we do basically is we go through the pictures that trended on social media. Mostly we do videos, you get, so it doesn't get so boring. So we look at the videos and we talk about it, basically. So this is actually my favorite part. Let's go to the first video. Now this first video is something I passed through as a kid. I hope my mom is not watching this, but yes, I think I actually, I want to add my voice to the voices of these children and tell you parents, please stop stealing from us. All right, let's watch this video.
Shebi, you say I want to say something. Yeah, I finished like a second. Do you know that by now I'm supposed to have plenty money? Plenty of billions of thousand bodies. Yes. But anytime someone dash me money, Mama will say, Janet, come here. Bring that money. Or you can buy something for you. Yeah? Yeah. The money is gone. The money is gone. This is the last time I'm seeing the money. It's gone, no. It's gone. It's gone, no. When I now ask her for the money, she will say, don't ask me that kind of question again. Don't ask me the type of question again.
She said,
I don't understand.
Janet, come.
You know the funny part? I don't know if we have the same mom, but my mom has this way of, when the person is about to dash you the money, she keeps giving you this look of, collect that money and come back home.
No, it's not
Then
just your
if
mom.
the person now insists and give you the money, that's when we now get to the whole part of, come, I'll buy you shoe. And then, I think her mom is lenient because my own mom will ask you all the food you've been eating in this house, the biscuits you go to school with.
What have you?
I don't think the kids know the other. Because plenty of billions of thousands of naira. I'm like, okay, how many times have they given you money? Because they're really exaggerating it. Maybe they are Central Bank of Nigeria, but I'm sure, irrespective of that, any little amount that they may have gotten, it's quite unfortunate that their parents had to take it. And Nigerian parents are like that most of the time.
But let's balance this issue. You know, if you ask parents, they'll tell you why we do that is to help these kids not to place so much value and importance.
But then you're already saving
money.
the money from me. When I grow up, I want to collect it in thousands of billions of money.
But the issue now is, you know, there is a way kids behave. When you talk in their presence, you feel they don't understand. But they are registering those.
Did you see
somewhere.
the younger one?
Yes. They are registering
It's
somewhere.
gone,
And these kids are feeling like they are being cheated.
Yeah.
And maybe tomorrow you tell them, Mommy doesn't cheat. They will be like, yes, in your presence. But at the back, Mommy doesn't cheat, but she collects money and
We
buys
have
people's
a
back.
caller. Hello?
Hello. All right. Let's continue. So,
Okay.
You know what? I needed to ask you one question. At this point in time, what did you think would have been like the right thing to do for all Nigerian parents out there listening to us right now? And we now, the next generation of parents.
Very soon.
Very soon, you get. So what do you think is the right thing that we should do as parents for these kids whenever they are given monetary
David, you answer.
gifts?
Hello? Hello?
It seems.
I think the two girls are calling us. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Morning.
My name is Kenechukwu. I'm calling from you.
Kenechukwu, how old are you? Are you serious? I thought you were one of those girls.
Hope it's not because we asked you how old you are.
Don't call me and talk about your mom.
For me, I feel we should, as parents, begin to talk more with our kids.
Okay.
Let them see the reason why maybe you're collecting that money from him or her to hold in trust. Then maybe when you want to spend or you spend something, you tell Chikamso or Chiso
Or Janet, like she said.
or Janet, like she said, this particular expenses we want to do is actually from that your money.
But should it be?
My mom was doing that
Wait.
to us, and
Did you agree with him?
My own idea, what I think, I feel that parents should save that money for the kids. Like, they should open a bank account for them and save those, even if it's just 500 naira, at least just be saving it for that child.
Or
And
this piggy bank, right?
I don't really believe in that piggy bank.
You know what? The parents are actually making decisions for these kids. Because based on the fact, I think whatever reason that they take the money from them is because they feel these are kids. They really don't, it's not
don't
past chewing gum.
understand.
Did you see their teeth?
Hello? Hello?
hey,
What
something is wrong.
going
So
on?
I just feel that the parents should take the money and then give them a little bit of time so that by the time they have grown to the extent of making decisions on their own, but then there's one thing Nigerian parents do. They make it sound like just because we are your
parents,
kids,
then
now we have to pay for your services as parents. Is that right? Like all the rice you have been eating. I don't think it's the right thing for a parent to say to a child.
But then I don't really think it's a nice thing because as far as I'm concerned, those kids made it look like their mom is the only thief in Nigeria. And we know that if we start shaking that table, every mother
all the parents will fall on it.
all the mothers in Nigeria are on top of that table.
Well,
but I didn't know that this generation, I was feeling that the fact that we have gone through it, we won't want to do it to our kids. You get? You can at least, when you get the money, you can give your kid, like, say, maybe a biscuit or so and say, that's your money. Then you can use
No,
the rest.
I feel exposing kids to money or to managing funds at that age might not be wise.
It's not right.
Okay. But then the girl already knows she would have been rich if she had
Thousands of billions of naira.
I've seen situations where a kid going to school just gets to the road and start buying something early in the morning because he or she has the money. So I think we should save the money for them, but at times talk to them, let them see the reasons why you're withholding the money from them.
I don't think that's the issue. David, the issue I had as a kid, the issue these children are talking about is not with withdrawing the money. Is with, will I ever see the money? So even if you explain to me, Janet or Oluchisio, I'm keeping this money because you're still a kid. The question is, when am I seeing my money again? And what amount? Is it still the same money? If it's 500 naira, Mama Amaka gave me, and it's 100 naira my uncle gave me, am I seeing 600 naira? Or am I seeing 50 naira? Because I remember then my mom used to, now what you now see is coins. You now use it for collection in church. Yes. All right, so let's see the next video. This one has to do with stealing, but a different kind of stealing.
Yeah. Now, nowadays, you go back now. I didn't hear your complaint, but I don't know. How remember?
Honestly, David, I have nothing to say. As in, I think her brain is like.
How can you not have nothing to say? Someone just taught us
Like the way she
a new
did it.
style of stealing, but then it's quite unfortunate that she didn't get conversant with the
a lot of
CCTV camera.
people in that room.
And nobody noticed.
I think she's a pro because for her to like just do
Nobody-
it, she was not feeling any form of remorse.
And from the story, she was actually a new sales girl. That was her first day on the job.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
I think that one is a trait in her blood. but like we normally do here, something like this, you begin to, someone that haven't even paid his or her bills in that company, in that supermarket, and you begin to steal.
Still,
Thank God for CCTV.
honestly.
Thank God for CCTV. But on a general note, in fact, I don't know how we actually begin to disabuse people's mind from wanting to reap from where they didn't sow.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. I think Kene is back. Hello, you're not where you're calling us from.
I'm calling from Obono.
Oh, no,
Kelechi,
okay.
Go on.
Obono.
All right, go on. Lower the volume on your TV.
According to the first video, it's good for your parents to collect money from children so that they will not be stealing because they say money is the root of all evil.
Love of money.
Love of money. So, Kenechukwu,
Or rather, you put it in the bank
Okay.
to save it for the person.
okay, did your parents do the same thing to you?
Oh, she's off. She's off.
Is it she or he?
I.
Oh, she said,
Sorry.
That's like one case out of
Okay, someone else is joining us.
Hello?
Please, before you call us, lower the volume on your TV so that we can hear you and you also hear us. We won't be having bounce back. Hello?
I can't even hear you.
I can hear myself from your TV.
You sound really good. Okay, so now, purity, please. I forgot the whole.
Karina now.
Okay, so sorry, Karina. If you were to be the employer of that girl and that's her first day on the job, what are you going to do? Is sacking her going to be enough for you?
It won't. I'll sit her down and ask her, why did you do it first of all?
Oh, you have time.
No, because she might really need the money for something.
First day on the job.
Yes.
Amaka, do you agree?
If she
I-
get the money so
First on
badly,
the
why
job.
didn't she just call or talk to her employer?
Or maybe she was not
She was not what?
free with the employer.
No,
or-
there's no justification
For
for
me,
stealing.
First
There's
day
no,
on the
for
job.
There's
me,
no justification.
I
for
understand your angle. Talk to the person.
Yeah,
Maybe
I know.
Also try to impact her life so that when she's leaving, because I'll definitely sack her. And she will still, and she will return the money and maybe with interest. But I'll definitely talk to her.
Yeah.
I'll talk to her. Because you know one thing about some of these things is some of these people that have these traits, if you don't discipline, if you don't talk to them, you might end up sacking her and she goes on with that to somewhere else
yes.
and cause more harm to herself. But certainly I'll
Don't you think following up is like the best option? Talking to her, is it?
Because she
Have you
looks like
spoken
an
to her?
adolescent.
Exactly. When you
Follow
speak
her
to her
now.
now, she ought to know the right thing, like Oluchi said. Like she looks like an adolescent, she looks like an adult, a full-blown adult. She
Let me
should
say
know the right
teenager.
thing from the wrong thing. So you now talking to her, will it make any difference? To me, I will talk to her and I'll follow her up.
Exactly.
I need to know why. She needs serious reorientation, not reorientation. She needs to go to rehabilitation, not just rehabilitation center, but she needs to go through a rehabilitation process. That's just the truth.
Well, then the main thing
especially
is,
for a lady.
you know, there was actually a viral picture of a girl that had been stealing from her auntie for a very long time. When they're discovered, after interrogation and everything, they now asked her to go take them to where she's been dumping all the things she stole. She took them to their school in Sapele and now climbed on top of a palm tree. So everything she has been stealing, the jewelries, the money, she was climbing on top of a tree in her school and keeping it there.
And nobody have ever noticed her.
They said they noticed things were missing, but nobody thought of the fact that, each time you search her room, you don't get to find anything. So she claimed innocence. It's okay. Same thing might have been the case if there was no CCTV camera.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is, I don't think talking to her is enough. I have to find out what she needs the money for. And then if I follow up that story and it's a lie, your case is story for the course. So, because obviously, you're doomed. So I will now follow you up. Probably take you to the appropriate authority. By the time they deal with you, 2 days, you still come back and work for me.
Oh, you wouldn't sack?
I won't sack you. So that if you come back and work for me, if you steal again, you go back to that place. So the point that your parents are tired of you doing that too.
And you learn your lessons.
You learn your lessons. All right, let's go to the next video. This one still has to do with money, but it's not about stealing. It's about a woman who went to bank. She was pressed, but then talking about incompetence of staff, she had to ease herself inside the banking hall.
No, that is not at the toilet. The toilet, I'm pressed. We're fighting for the toilet. I'm pressed.
Ja.
For 1 hour, we've been fighting. The toilet a lot.
Ja?
You can send them wherever you're sending them. You
Nee,
should
nog
be
nie.
the
Ons
one
wag
who
nog
send
om te
them.
hoor wat gaan ons maak. Ons wag nog.
Oh, God. She had mind. Do you know, a lot of times I enter public transport, you're like, excuse me, sir, I want to ease myself. They say, ease yourself there in the bus. Ease yourself. I used to pray that I have the mind. Even when I was in school, sometimes you tell teacher you're under punishment, but I want to ease myself. She said, ease yourself there. I used to wish I had that mind. Like that woman had the mindset. She wanted to teach them a lesson, and she did.
But maybe I want to consider it from the angle that is a stomach upset, is something beyond her control. Because I don't see why at her age or
the story says she told the security guard, I need to ease myself. The security officer had to go get the key to the restroom. Now getting the key took forever.
So he tried.
It wasn't like he tried, the bank, let me assume the bank is in Oka. Did he travel to Abuja to get the key?
You know what?
Is it not within that same
I
place?
think what the woman did is very stupid to me.
Okay.
I feel it's very stupid. You needed to ease yourself. You could have gone outside of the bank.
Exactly.
If there was no restroom inside the bank, like you're an adult.
She just wanted to teach them
do
a
you
lesson.
know the psychological stress that you have to go through when you want to ease yourself in somewhere that you are not used to? Like let me get it straight. Let me get it straight now. Now it's a convenience. We're ready. But then try easing yourself outside where there's no bathroom or
It's
there's
not
no
like that for
toilet. It
everybody.
doesn't come out that way because your psyche says
It's
this is
like
not the right
that
place to
for
ease yourself.
everybody. Amaka, do you know there are some guys that if you allow them, they can stand here and ease themselves, and they
People
feel
are different, but I still feel the lady should have gone out.
Let's balance this issue. For me, it's just like what you said. Anybody that can stand anywhere and ease himself at any time has, a moral issue.
Yeah, moral issue.
Maybe like what we were saying behind the camera before we came on the show about the nurturing of that person. For me, as I am now, I have controlled myself in such a way that before I leave the house, I've released enough of
your liquids
that I should. That when I go out, anyone that demands at that time, is a special case.
Yeah.
And even in this situation, an adult.
David, imagine yourself, because I want to imagine myself easing myself here. Like it would not even, no matter how pressed I am, it would not just come out. Because I'm not used to this. Place does not look.
Because it's just like the question you wanted to ask. Just imagine me eating myself in the studio. Because the bank is someone's office.
Of course.
Wait, David, you said it's a moral issue. Amaka said she can't even imagine it. You're not saying anything.
Because the security in the banks, they do this all the time.
Oh, really? You've experienced it?
Yeah. You tell them you want to ease yourself, and they'll be like, they won't even answer you. They'll be like, they are going to get the key, and they will go and they will come back. Or you go to the toilet and you come back and they'll be shouting at you like, is this your bank? Why will you ease yourself here?
I don't understand.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
There was a bank.
Have you experienced
Yes,
it?
I've experienced it. They do that a lot.
But you didn't ease yourself.
No.
It happens a lot. I understand that angle of staff attitude.
Yes.
But there was a bank in Aba. I think they were river with their own. If you come in from the market, you know that kind of arrangement. When the public toilets at the market were so bad, people just come into the bank to ease themselves and go. So I think we should actually change the mindset. Hello? Hello? But an adult. Hello? Your name and where you're calling us from?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, your name and where you're calling us from?
Hello?
I think she's trying to hear herself on screen. Whenever you call us in, you can hear yourself. And the man now, you won't be speaking and be wanting to hear yourself at the same time, so that we can understand what you want to say and you make your point.
All right, so it's been nice. We've seen different picture. Do you have anything? Karen, I keep forgetting. I saw baptize you to purity.
Karen? Why Karen?
That's my younger sister's name.
Okay.
So you guys are named Purity. Like you have two Purity in your house.
Yeah. And
Okay, so Karina, your last word, like an advice, especially since you've experienced the banking issue now.
Okay, my advice is that the staffs, they should like look at the faces of the persons. Like if you are really pressed, there's this expression on your face, you will know. And they should not be rude, or if they know they can't get the key, they should just tell them that, no, we can't get the key. So the person goes to another place to ease him or herself. They should not be rude. And please, just this lady, what she did was not right. Please, nobody should ease themselves in the bank. Please, we should respect ourselves. We should be civilized. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on Weekend Show.
Thank you.
I hope next time when you come, you might share the bank experience. Amaka.
Okay, so it's high time we have moral justification for ourselves. We're all human beings, and just because you see a fellow human being in distress does not necessarily mean that you need an evidence to really know that you need to help this person.
Or that you become a god.
No, please. So we need to understand that our moral justification should always be clear and straightforward.
On my concluding notes, I want to speak from the angle of the first video we had. I think it's time for parents to begin to do partnership parenting. Engage your kids more into this process. Let them understand the reasons behind maybe some of the decisions you take. Not everything anyway, but at times share your views with them so that they don't feel like you're shutting them out from the process.
All right, from me, everything we spoke about today, from the holiday lessons down to everything, still boils down to the fact that parents, we have a lot of roles to play. Talking about the woman who was comfortable enough to ease herself in the banking hall, that wouldn't have happened if she had the moral, should I say the correct moral upbringing. Same thing about the girl who stole. Same thing about the children who said their mom stole from them. If their mom had explained, we wouldn't be having this issue. So what I want to say is, Easter break is coming soon. Let it be a break for you to get to understand your children and your family and make the right moral impact. This is why we'll be ending this part of the weekend show for this weekend. Don't forget that next weekend will be Easter, or rather, almost Easter. We hope to see you there.